non-dischargeable debt.
Yeah. Or wait, it was dischargeable or undischargeable?
Non-dischargeable, you're right.
Non-dischargeable, yeah, that's the one. Okay. Yeah, so my example, let's see, let me pull it up here, 1 second.
Hi, Holly.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Sorry, maybe you
I'm
didn't
out of
get
town. What?
did you get my first invite that I sent like 15 minutes ago, or I guess you probably didn't.
No, I am out of town. We just got back to the hotel.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Very nice.
Well, we'll try to keep this quick so you can enjoy yourself there at the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, so my example, it was from January 11th of 2016, so just over a year ago. And it was a Wisconsin man tried to appeal. So he had filed for bankruptcy because he had over like $260,000 in student loan debt. And so they initially ruled that it was undischargeable, that he couldn't just wipe it out, like get rid of it. And so he appealed, and he went to the Supreme Court, and they denied his appeal on erasing the student loan. So that shows that student loans are not erasable.
That's a really good example. I found one where the education department actually approved thousands of student loan debt relief. And I was like, what? Because it's supposed to be non-dischargeable. And they discharged like over $500 million in student loans. That's because they alleged fraud at being college, and the college has actually been shut down. And so because there was fraudulent activity, or they felt like they were misled, or that they didn't keep their end of the bargain, the college, they discharged a lot of students' debt. But that's only because, again, obviously because it was fraud. Because like your example shows, how much debt did that guy have? Like 600,000?
260,000.
Oh, 260,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get out of it unless if you claim fraud.
Yeah.
And it turns out to be fraud. Did you find an example, Holly, for this week for?
I don't have one.
Okay.
No.
I really like yours, Michael. What do you think? I think yours is more a specific. I think yours is a better example because mine is like not as direct an example that of a non-dischargeable debt as yours. So do we want to go ahead and use your example?
I like that.
Sure, yeah.
All right. Go over to the drive.
All right.
And who wants to turn in the assignment this week?
I did it last week, so I'm not going to volunteer myself.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And I won't be home till Sunday. So.
Yeah, that's fine. Where are you at?
Las Vegas.
Oh, nice.
With my daughter.
Now, where are you from again? Where do you live?
Salt Lake.
Okay.
Salt Lake.
Right on. There it is.
So do you want to go ahead and type in your example there? I'm going to think of a question and some answers to go along with it.
Yeah.
What if the question was simply, what would the person in this example have to do to discharge his loans, student loans?
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe that's not good. I think that's.
But they can't. But they can't, right?
Yeah, that's the whole point. It's like you come up with these different answers, and then the right one would just simply be you can't because it's
No.
it's non-dischargeable.
Okay.
That's just an idea.
Okay.
Are you on this document, Michael?
What's that?
I see it. Never mind.
Yeah. I just put the link on there if you want to check it out, and then I'll type the example out right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
What was the guy's name?
Can you imagine having student loans that big?
Ugh.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have a job.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
unemployed. I mean, if you're like gonna be a doctor or something, that's one thing, but dang,
I know.
unemployed with that. Ugh.
Yeah, he said the student loans are from business and law school.
Law school, yeah. I don't even know how you could get excited about like anything at that point, because it's like anytime you make money, it's just chipping away at that for the rest of your life, basically, unless you can land a pretty good job.
We have people at my work that are like in their 50s or 60s and still paying off student loans. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So this is going to be a pretty straightforward. I mean, we're going to probably have a hard time figuring out wrong answers.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard from Ben?
Apparently,
Yeah, he's driving. He's on his way, but he didn't know if he was going to make it.
Mm.
college law school. we could put the question can be, what type of bankruptcy must Mark declare in order to erase his student loan debt?
That's good, because then if they
Yeah.
didn't study, they would think that one of them was right, but then the right answer could be can't.
Yeah, I can just think you can file Chapter 7 bankruptcy, Chapter 11 bankruptcy, or Chapter 13 bankruptcy,
That's
or just put, he can't file for bankruptcy.
That's good.
I
That's
like
really good.
that. That's perfect. I'll start filling out the wrong answers.
Okay.
Lulu, come. Lulu. Lulu. Are you in your chat?
Yeah.
Did you read it?
What kind of feedback should we put on the wrong answers? We don't want to put it's not dischargeable, because then that gives them the right answer.
Yeah.
I would probably just say that, chapter 13 is for, I think, businesses or whatever it was. And then you just say that. I don't know. For chapter 13, we could, because it's technically be misleading for them because it's for like restructuring your payments.
Mhm.
So we could just say that student loan debt doesn't fall under chapter 13 or something like that.
That sounds good.
Gus. All right. Wrong answer 1 needs feedback still.
Yeah, that's all I need. Then we should be done.
Okay.
The college and law school mark racked up over 260,000 student loan debt.
And then just you still got to put when we get off here, the link for the HOA on here.
Yeah. Okay.
And maybe on the wrong answer 1 feedback, just put doesn't include student loans.
College.
This is a really good question. I like this.
Yeah, this one's really good. The example is perfect too because it really just it leads right up to the decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. So Mike, you need to add your name at the top where it says who participated.
Has your name never been there?
He just wasn't
Just
there
not
last week.
Oh.
I wasn't there.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Hey Ben.
I hear you.
Sorry, I'm a little late. I'm actually dealing with some legal things at work, so it's been kind of interesting.
Oh, Guess that's cool.
Yeah, well, I'm a manager of a business, and we have some things we've been working on. It was actually kind of interesting because it was the guy that was talking about a breach of contract and everything. So he's been getting some lawyers, and we've been actually working. It's been pretty interesting because I'm like, man, I just learned about this stuff. So,
Did you tell me he doesn't need a lawyer because he has you now?
yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, I know all about this. This is
Yeah,
perfect.
dude. You don't need to pay a lawyer all that money.
I know. Well, it's been interesting, but so I'll jump in. I'm so sorry. Did we already get like the article and everything?
Yeah. If
Wow.
you had an example, I mean, you can go ahead and share it if you want. We just have to write one more feedback to a wrong answer, then we're done.
Oh my word! Well, thanks you guys. I really appreciate it. I apologize that I wasn't really able to participate this week.
Oh, no, that's all right.
Let me jump over into the.
Happened.
Let's see. Okay. There it is. Were you guys able to find an article in the Wall Street Journal in regards to this? Dischargeable bankruptcy?
Did find one, yeah.
I found one that was kind of relevant. This is really Michael's example, and it was really good.
Yeah, that is a really good one. I was having trouble finding one because mine I don't really think it had anything to do with it. So I was kind of confused. So I understand they have like a code list of dischargeable debt that they can actually do for bankruptcy. But
Okay, so if you guys want to go over the example quiz questions, we should be done now. Everything's filled out. We can just kind of review it.
I like it. I think it looks good.
I like it.
yeah, well, I mean, just coming in, it looks great. Looks great.
Good timing, Ben.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I was late too.
Yeah, it looks great to me.
Yep, I think we nailed it. Good job, guys.
Hey,
Sweet. Who's
I'm
gonna
gonna go ahead.
submit it?
I can go.
What?
I can submit it. I'll just
Okay.
paste the HOA recording link here. Then that's it. I'll just go ahead and submit it tonight. I think it's good.
Super.
Sounds good. Thanks,
Sounds
everyone. I'm going to go ahead and log off. My daughter's handicapped, and I need to get with her for a minute.
Yeah, no problem. All right, thanks, Holly. Have a good
Thank
night.
you, guys.
Great trip.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Is there anything else that I can do, guys, to maybe contribute? I know it wasn't a whole lot. Like, if you need me, I mean, I guess next week, if you want, I can go ahead and do the submitting and all of that as well, just so I can feel like I contribute a little bit.
Yeah, did you find an example for this week?
So that's what I was actually having a little bit of trouble finding one on Wall Street. One of the ones that I was actually looking at, it had to deal with kind of in New York City. They used to have like what they call the Big Apple Circus that would actually come around there and perform around holiday seasons. But because of some issues, they did file for bankruptcy with their company. But they had some in reading the article and things like that, it was actually like $1.3 million that for the like circus equipment, all that stuff that they had there. And sales representatives of that as well. He came into there talking to him about kind of how they were going to pay for the debt and all of that. And there were some of those that weren't, but it was hard for me. I was having a hard time kind of finding those dischargeable debts or bankruptcy in there. So I don't know if that, I don't think this article is very good. So that's why I was like, I hope there was another one that you guys found there that was better, but looks like Michael found it.
Yeah, he kind of nailed it this week. If you want, Ben, you can put your phone number in the chat on the right side. That way, because I was just kind of realizing that, when I send these invites, I can send an email, but I don't know. Would you prefer to receive a text message or to communicate, just to have a group text if there's anything we need to communicate, or if somebody's running late or something, or if they can't make it?
Yeah, that would be great for me.
Okay.
I went ahead. I don't know if you got it. I went ahead and put my number in there on the.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfect.
But next week we can get Holly's number next week. So.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfect. Okay, guys.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much. Have a good night.
Yeah. You too.
Thanks. Bye.